ជំរាបសួរអ្នកនរគ្នាជួបគ្នាជាថ្មីម្ដងទៀតជាមួយនឹងពាក្យថ្មីមួយនេះ Okay. Hello everyone. Nice to meet you again and welcome back to TBT English class today. How are you everyone? I hope you are fine. And today I want to let everyone learn the new word, the simple word that you can see on the whiteboard now. It is our lesson for today. And I also want everyone learn a single word and know how to make a sentence by learning few structures. Okay? So, are you ready everyone? Can we start this word now? Okay. Yes. As you see, this word I gave you in English and also in Khmer. So, you can note in our own language meaning like this, in English, and here is our structures today. Okay, so I'm not talking a lot about this one because based on the video number 1, number 2, and number 3, I have explained everyone not only word, but I told you about how to make a sentence, how to say as a sentence. Okay, so the next lessons we are going to learn together. You just know the word and know the structure, learn to create sentence together. Because the way that we learn a word and then we know how to make like phrases, structures, and then build to be sentences. You got some meanings about that already based on the first video, the second and the third one. So now from this one and next one, I will not talk more about how to make sentence, but based on some grammatical way, yes, I have to explain you and we keep learning going on together, no problems. So the word that you can see on the whiteboard, how do we pronounce this word, everyone? So this word we pronounce abandon. Can you? Yes. 3 syllables. Abandon. 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 Yeah, you can see. Abandon. លះបង់ បោះបង់ចោល ឬក៏មិននឹកនា You can see. So you know how to pronounce this word? Abandon. We spell A B A N D O N. Okay? Abandon. Functions verb លះបង់ បោះបង់ ចោល ឬក៏មិននឹកនា Okay. So now you can move to few structures I show you now. What do they mean? What do they mean? To abandon something, to abandon something, to do something, to abandon something to somebody, to abandon oneself to something. What do they mean? Okay. When you want to say នៅពេលដែលយើងចង់និយាយថាបោះបង់អ្វីមួយ Yeah, you can say abandon something, give up something. Yes. នៅពេលដែលយើងចង់និយាយថាបោះបង់អ្វីមួយដើម្បីទៅធ្វើអីមួយ យើងអាចនិយាយថាឈប់ធ្វើអីមួយទៅធ្វើអីមួយទៀត Okay? Like stop doing something to do another thing. Okay? Or you can say stop doing something to something. So that's mean to abandon something to do something. ឈប់ធ្វើអីមួយឬក៏បោះបង់អ្វីមួយទៅធ្វើអ្វីមួយទៀត នៅពេលដែលយើងចង់និយាយថាយើងបោះបង់អ្វីមួយទៅឲ្យនរណាម្នាក់ You can say to abandon something to somebody. មានន័យថាយើងបោះបង់អ្វីមួយទៅឲ្យនរណាម្នាក់ ឈប់ធ្វើអីមួយ Yes ទៅឲ្យនរណាម្នាក់ Okay? So like this one, to abandon something to somebody គឺមានន័យថាយើងបោះបង់អ្វីមួយទៅឲ្យនរណាម្នាក់ How the last one? What does it mean? To abandon oneself to something. បោះបង់ខ្លួនឯងដើម្បីអ្វីមួយ No? Like that? គឺវាមានន័យថាបណ្ដោយខ្លួនទៅតាមអីមួយណា So to abandon oneself to something គឺមានន័យថាបណ្ដោយខ្លួនទៅតាមអីមួយ ដូចអ្នកគ្នាកំពុងតែបណ្ដោយខ្លួនទៅតាមក្តីសម័យកំពុងតែបណ្ដោយខ្លួនទៅតាមគ្រូទាយកំពុងតែបណ្ដោយខ្លួនទៅតាមរឿងអត់ប្រយោជន៍ Okay? So this is the last one. to abandon oneself to something. You abandon yourself to something. You see, again, bỏ băng với muối to abandon something. Yes, bỏ băng với muối đam mêធ្វើអីមួយ to abandon something, to do something. បោះបង់អ្វីមួយទៅឲ្យនរណាម្នាក់ to abandon something to somebody. បណ្ដែតបណ្ដោយខ្លួនតាមអីមួយ you can say to abandon oneself to something. Okay, so I still remember I explained you about subject pronoun, object pronoun, and possessive adjective. But how about this one? Oneself. So this one we are talking about reflexive pronoun. Okay, reflexive pronoun, a word we must put here. We have to put myself, yourself, himself, herself, like that. Example, like I say myself. Yeah, not only singular forms like myself, singular form, but you can talk about plural form. That's okay when we see plural subject. So this one we can use as plural reflexive pronoun. Okay. Yes. So now I hope you understand and got the meaning of this word and structures. So let me move to see some examples with me to build the sentences. Okay. Move on. Okay. Are you ready to see examples? Yes. So learn to think in Khmer with me. I mean learn to think in our language first. What do you want to say? You think about using these structures. ឥឡូវយើងសាកល្បងគិតជាភាសាយើងហើយយើងរៀនបង្កើតប្រយោគដោយប្រើប្រាស់ structures ទាំងអស់នេះ ឥឡូវទីមួយយើងគិតថាយើងបោះបង់របស់អត់ប្រយោជន៍ចោលហើយយើងគិតចឹងថាខ្ញុំចង់បោះបង់របស់ដែលអត់ប្រយោជន៍ចោល How do we say? You can say I want to the waste. Okay? Simple. I want to abandon the waste. You see? The waste. I want to abandon the waste. គឺមានន័យថាខ្ញុំចង់បោះបង់រឿងអត់ប្រយោជន៍ចោល ខ្ញុំចង់បោះបង់របស់ដែលអត់ប្រយោជន៍ចោល Okay? One more thing. Think in Khmer. ពួកគេបានបោះបង់ឡានរបស់ពួកគេចោលហើយក៏ដើរចូលទៅក្នុងព្រៃ How do we say? See. They You can see they abandoned their car and walked to the forest. See? ពួកគេបានបោះបង់ឡានរបស់ពួកគេហើយដើរចូលទៅក្នុងព្រៃ Can see? Abandon something, abandon their car. Yeah, this one, abandon something to do something. Yes, abandon their car and walk. So if you don't want to use and walk, you can say to walk. Yes, example, like to make it the same as example, you can say here to walk. Yes, to walk through the forest. Can say like this, no problems. They abandoned their car to walk to the forest. That's mean. Okay. How about two more? Can you say two more? To abandon something to somebody. Abandon something to somebody. បោះបង់អ្វីមួយទៅឲ្យនរណាម្នាក់គាត់បោះបង់ការងាររបស់គាត់ទៅឲ្យប្អូនប្រុសរបស់គាត់ធ្វើ How do we say? He abandons his work to. You can see he abandons the work to his brother. You can say he abandons the work to his brother. អ្នកបានបោះបង់ការងាររបស់អ្នកទៅឲ្យមិត្តភក្តិរបស់អ្នកបំពេញ You abandon your work or you abandon the work to your friend to complete it. See? Okay. How about this one? To abandon oneself to something. Okay. So I hope you got the idea about that, and let me move to the last one. We can think like we want to say ក្មេងៗឥឡូវពួកគាត់ចូលចិត្តបដិបដោយខ្លួនទៅតាមរឿងបដិបដាច្រើន How do we make a sentence? Everyone? Let us see this example here. So, as you see, verb tense. Why do I take up this one to show you? Because I want everyone to be sure about kinds of verb we should use to talk about the tense time that we are talking about, you know. So, however, 4 of these verbs are used differently in English. You know, when we are talking about present time, you can use this form of verb. But this one I write down abandons with verb with s. That means talk about third person singular subject we use in sentence. Okay, but if you use this verb with first person and second person, no problem. No need to use with s. But I put s because I want everyone think about the third person singular subject. And this one abandon, you see ends in ed, we use in past form, you know, past tense. And this one abandoning, you see ing form, or we call ing form, we use in progressive form. And this one abandoned, ed again, past participle form. So this kind of word we use in passive form and perfect form. You get the idea? I will give you the example based on the last structure. Let you see. Okay, 2 of these are examples for you. So I told you, we think in our language we say ក្មេងៗឥឡូវចូលចិត្តបណ្ដោយខ្លួនទៅតាមរឿងអត់ប្រយោជន៍ច្រើន So how do we say in English? You can see number 1. Yes, most of the teens like to abandon themselves to the weird things. You can see the word teens here. Yes, teen. You can see another word, teenagers. You know, teenagers also talk about that group of people. So teens here, we talk about the people, yes, between the age of 13 to 19. So most of the teens like to abandon themselves to the weird things. រឿងអត់ប្រយោជន៍ច្រើន Okay? ហ្នឹងហើយអានេះជា present tense ណាយើង use ជា present tense, but I'm sorry that I use the word likes here, but if you don't want to use the word like, you can use the word abandons without s the same ណា because we talk about present time. I can use only most of the teens, yes, I can say abandon themselves to the weird things. គឺមានន័យថាភាគច្រើនរបស់យុវជនមានន័យថាមនុស្សដែលមានវ័យជំទង់ចាប់ពីអាយុ13ឆ្នាំទៅ19ឆ្នាំយើងប្រើពាក្យ teens or you can say teenagers គឺបណ្ដែតបណ្ដោយខ្លួនណាបណ្ដែតបណ្ដោយខ្លួនពួកគេនឹងទៅតាមរឿងអត់ប្រយោជន៍ច្រើនអូខេហ្នឹងហើយ So now look at number 2 មានន័យថាម៉េច They are abandoning to unspecific dream គឺមានន័យថាពួកគេកំពុងតែបណ្ដែតបណ្ដោយខ្លួនទៅតាមក្តីសម័យដែលមិនច្បាស់លាស់អូខេ Yes, they are abandoning to unspecific dream គឺពួកគេកំពុងតែបណ្ដែតបណ្ដោយខ្លួនទៅតាមក្តីសម័យដែលមិនជាក់លាក់ So you can see number 2 I don't put themselves, you know, I don't put themselves here, no problem. You can put themselves or don't want, that's okay, because subject we still talk about they. So if you want to put themselves, no problem, you can put it. Okay, so I don't mean every sentence that we want to talk we must use themselves, but based on the structure we want to refer to themselves, mean most of the things, or we use themselves to reflect the subject they. So we don't talk about the other people, but we just focus on they themselves. But if you don't want to use themselves, no problems. You just say they are abandoning to unspecific dream, or you can say they are abandoning themselves to unspecific dream. And when you want to talk about past tense, you can use it. You just change the verb. Yeah, you change the verb here, abandon. You add ed here. It becomes past tense. But we talk about something that completed already in the past tense. But when you talk about the present time, mean we refer to a general situation, or we talk about a habit situation, or something is always fact. Okay, and this one we use in perfect tense. You can say most of the things, you see, we use have. Okay, I deleted. Okay, you just add have here. Okay, have abandoned. It becomes perfect tense, right? Okay, so another one passive form that we use in past participle verb form. That's okay. In the next vocabulary, I'm trying to separate and make you see about passive form in that one. Okay, so everyone, I hope you understand about this lesson for today, and you can learn about abandon. And today you learn four structure, and you can make a lot of sentence you want. Not only four structure, can four sentences. You can make a lot of sentence based on your idea and based on the way that you want to speak. Okay, so thank you very much, everyone, that you spend your time to try to finish this video with me, and thank you very much. អរគុណច្រើនសម្រាប់ការចំណាយពេលវេលាអូខេតាមដានមើលវីដេអូនេះតាំងពីនាទីដំបូងដល់ទីបញ្ចប់អូខេអរគុណច្រើន Thank you very much. See you in the next video. ជម្រាបលា Bye bye.